Kind of like the first day of school. You know, I get a little bit of jitters. Am I gonna make any friends? You're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna meet so many people.
We're gonna have another beautiful day of cycling tomorrow. The wind's looking good, and right now I'm gonna have a colleague and a friend come up and talk a little bit about how MS has intersected his life and his wife's life. So let's give it up for a actual MS Society former board member, Tom Emerson, and he's gonna come up here and talk a little bit to you guys.
Thank you, Bill. How we doing, riders? How's your butt? Hey, I'm going to share my MS story. It's actually our MS story, my wife Pam, and our little dog Latte. It's actually her story. She doesn't like microphones so much, but I'm happy to do this because MS has been a blessing in our lives, and I'll explain what that means. I first got involved with the MS Society to get my son involved in fundraising, right? I got my son involved in the MS Tram, the ride across Minnesota, the MS Tram, many years ago. In fact, I was doing the MS bike rides before I ever met Pam. I meet Pam at a US Masters swim meet. Remind you, after 4 years of doing the MS bike rides, 4 years of doing the rides, I meet her at a US Masters swim meet, and we're at our first date. We worked out together that morning in the pool at the Ridgedale YMCA, and as we're sitting there opposite each other, her hand starts to shake, her hand starts to tremble while we're sitting there, and I'm thinking, you know, maybe it was a hard workout, maybe she's tired from the workout. She puts her bagel down, she looks me straight in the eye across the table and says, I have MS. The shaking that's going on in my hands, I can't control it. I have relapsing, remitting multiple sclerosis. She explained it's with her left leg and with the shaking and her memory and her vision sometimes, some other things. And I said, no worries, no problem. So there was another date and another, and eventually we got married. We had an MS mock rest stop at our wedding reception. We raised $1,900 at our wedding reception. It's all been a wonderful experience, and now you know why we call it our MS blessing. All of our friends, all of our connections, all of our relationships are through the MS Society. Now, something very amazing happened to you, Pam, just about 2 years ago during your annual MS visit. Her doctor leaned forward and said, Pam, at your age, with relapsing and remitting MS and not having any more lesions and no more bad symptoms, if you want, you can come off of your medication. Oh, she just leaned in and said, I'm supposed to tell you she's only 39. Okay. So the doctor said she could go on a medication vacation if she wanted to. And this is a very interesting dilemma for an MS patient, because if you've been on medicine for many, many years, and now you're told by the doctor, you can come off of that medicine now if you want, believe it or not, the patient in that moment isn't really quite sure what to do. Like, it's been working. She's been able to do several of the MS150s and MS tram bike rides. She didn't, it's amazing, yeah. Huge round of applause for Pam. This girl has ridden thousands of miles on the bike and swam in many, many national championships. That's how she manages her MS. Personal fitness, diet, hydration and nutrition, good sleep habits. That's how she manages it. So it's been an amazing ride, and we do think of it as our MS blessing. So I want you to think of this tomorrow as you're riding into Century. That last little hill. You know the little one I'm talking about? We all know that hill. That little pimple has caused more problems for riders. I want you to, as you're climbing that last little hill, I want you to accelerate, because you're gonna make MS your bitch tomorrow, okay? That's what you're gonna do tomorrow. Give yourself a huge round of applause. Way to go, real estate riders. We love you. We thank you for all of the money you raise goes to research and to helping families hit with MS. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Way to go. It's all yours.